You are the resistance.
I'm Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update. You know, it is hard to really grasp how bad this president has screwed up everything he touches. Even before he came pedo-prez, he bankrupted casinos, he failed businesses. Dude talk shit on 9/11. I have a taller building now.
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan. Now it's the tallest.
How many loyal soldiers, scumbags, who backed this dude up were thrown under the bus? Giuliani, Bondi, Noam, Tillerson, Kelly, Milley, Barr, and on and on and on. It's kind of overwhelming. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's hard to list. And every day he jumps a bigger shark than the week before.
So there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat. Do I get electrocuted? If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking, or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted?
Any one of these things would have brought down any other president in my lifetime. Now I'm going to list a few things, and you've heard them before, but let's be clear. These aren't even a tenth of the daily destruction this anal polyp with type 2 diabetes does. He stole from a kid's cancer charity. He called African countries shitholes. That's helpful. Called for an insurrection. You remember that?
To the Capitol.
Stole top secret documents. Called soldiers suckers and losers. When he claimed bone spurs to avoid the draft 5 times, he tore down the east wing of the White House. Just bulldozed it. No approval, no clearances, no plan, no paint palette. That's our house. Then he hired a boiled and rotted hot dog with a brainworm who killed vaccines. He stopped reporting pandemics. This dude cut off a roadkill raccoon's penis. And the same guy in an interview said all black children need to be raised in a wellness camp.
You suggested that black children on ADHD medication should be reparented.
Those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented.
What the fuck? Is that what we're calling concentration camps now? He put a sexual assaulting Nazi used car salesman and Fox News host in charge of the most powerful military on earth. You know what this genius did this week? He stopped our soldiers from getting flu shots. So now all the soldiers are going to get the flu with 0 antibodies to fight it, which means our brilliant fighting men and women will be fighting the flu and not ready to fight when we need them. During a war. And a lot more of them are going to die from the flu. Then Trump started a war based on orders from Netanyahu. And we already had a nuke deal with Iran. They weren't enriching uranium because we had a 300-page deal that had inspections and proof. But Obama made that deal. And after Obama roasted Trump.
All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience.
This coward went scorched earth. You know, Iran wouldn't have had a nuke for 15 years in the Obama deal. But this douche tore it up. Even then, all our intelligence says that Iran was years from a nuke. Iran didn't attack us. As horrible as Iran is, they didn't crash planes into our buildings or set off a bomb in an elementary school. Yeah, but we did. Yeah, we attacked the country unprovoked. Yet these inept, evil pricks slaughtered 160 elementary school girls. The world's oil supply has been cut by 20%, which is going to cause rationing and possibly economic collapse in some countries. You know, fertilizer for important things like food is now scarce. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. And the Iranians have threatened to cut the internet cables on the ocean floor. Man, that is some serious war talk, guys. You're going to cut TikTok and Instagram? How are we going to see your Lego trolling videos of our current bankrupt loser pedo-prez? He's in the pedophile so often, people, they're now called the Trump Files. His administration won't release the files they were ordered to release by law 130 days ago. That's a felony a day. And then that to the 34 he already has and the rape case that he lost. This is our president. We're a worldwide joke, but it ain't funny, is it? A drunk podcaster is in charge of the FBI, Jameson Comey. Trump deployed masked untrained ICE agents to cities around the country and disappeared and executed citizens. He cut foreign aid with the help of Doge and the douche, and 700,000 people have already starved worldwide because of it. We've lost our reputation, people. We lost our moral standing. We have few allies left, and while our people starve and lose their houses and farms, he wants to build an arch, a ballroom, and then go fly his grifted $400 million jumbo jet. And the Republicans letting him do all of it. He gave himself $1.2 billion of our taxpayer money for his board of peace, then started a war. Every week he jumps a bigger shark, but stay hopeful, people, because he's 80. And eventually the shark jumps back. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. I have never in my life prayed for the deaths of somebody every day. I've never thought, you know what we'll do? God, maybe today. Come on, McNugget. Get lodged. Get lodged in the windpipe. Let's go. Holy shit, man. Every day. And I keep listening, people, so you don't forget what a fuck up he is. Hey, everybody. Christopher Titus, Titus Podcast. With me, as always, the lovely Rachel Bradley.
What's up, people?
And the Groucho.
The Groucho.
As you know, we lost Chappie last week, and thank you for watching that Armageddon update. And it's been a rough week. It's still rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still rough. How are you guys doing? I know it's a nightmare. That's why the Armageddon update was me ranting. I have done so much bitching about this guy, and yet every day he comes up with, that's why I call it jumping the shark, something new every week. I don't understand.
He tops himself every week.
Well,
Yep.
I think what people aren't mad about, and I don't know why the news isn't covering it, he paid himself $1.2 billion for his board of peace. And then he started a war.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the board's not really up and running yet?
And he
Is there some glitches in the board
he
of peace?
borrowed a Nobel Peace Prize or something like
Yeah,
that, too. I'm a little confused about all of that.
And then the FIFA Peace Prize, which they go, I think.
Yes, the soccer organization Peace Prize. What?
But here's what I was talking to Ken earlier today, and I said, here's the problem with this. You gave a megalomaniac, psychopath, narcissist the most powerful job in the world. And he doesn't even think the country is ours. He thinks it's his.
Yes.
He thinks that they hired him as CEO of America.
Like
and
his business.
His business.
Yeah.
And did you hear that Eric has a robot company that just got a $24 million government contract?
I know that Eric, it was definitely invested in a drone company that conveniently Israel was using.
Is it Eric or the other brother?
That was Eric.
So then the other one got, but he got a government.
It was
he got a
gummy.
Government contract. Now I want to point out that, and here's what bothers me the most about it, and I think everybody drives around with the same frustration we do because we're all the same kind of human beings. Hunter Biden sold some paintings and got shit for it. Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma doing an actual job, got paid $3 million. Trump has taken $1.2 billion. His kids have made getting government contracts worth in the tens of billions, millions, and no one's saying anything. And Kushner, this is good. Look this up. We're supposed to bail out the UAE. We're going to give them money because of the Iran war.
I'm sorry?
The UAE. I looked this up. I just heard this on the way over. So we're going to bail out the United Arab Emirates, the people with all the oil and all the trillions of dollars. For some reason, they need a check.
Besant has backed financial support for the very oil-rich UAE. Seems like they already have a lot of money. He says that the currency swap line would benefit both the UAE and the U.S.
I love when they do this. So they just come out and say crazy shit. What did he say today? He said, they play a thing where Trump goes, he goes, I was out on doing my inaugural speech, and it was huge. They said Martin Luther King had 1 million people. I had 1 million people. I had the same amount as him. Well, actually, I had a little more, to be honest with you. Martin Luther King. He said, if you look at the pictures, it's the same.
Bless you.
God, wow. I'm allergic to dumb.
Allergy season is fully here.
Yeah, if I have it.
Under my eyes, these giant bags are not just because my brother's visiting.
And we're drinking and having fun.
And he enjoys skirch.
And bad food.
And he enjoys bad food.
Yes, he does enjoy bad food.
He is bad. He is a bad influence.
Mm-hmm.
He likes red meat and scotch.
Yep.
And potatoes.
Potatoes are good for you. Potatoes are really good. A good
He's
starch.
a very meat and potatoes guy.
So we're going to give. Can you find more on this deal? Explain to me why we're going to be giving probably the richest nation on the planet money.
Well, it's economic support in the form of a currency swap.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Scott Bessent
So
said in
we're
front
laundering the United Arab
That's kind of what it sounds like.
The U.S. government's doing a money laundering organization for the United Arab Emirates?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why? For what reason?
So the Emirates obviously has had damaged oil and gas infrastructure due to our war.
Don't they have Geico? Don't they have can't they have it get rebuilt? They got Geico.
I don't think so.
Because they do auto and home. And I think they do oil rigs. We do auto, home, and oil rigs.
The Straits of Hormuz. Is that in your policy? Straits of Hormuz. Currency swap, he says it'll benefit the U.S. by stabilizing foreign exchange markets and protecting American assets around the world.
How?
He said it can be provided by the Federal Reserve or Treasury Department, which can deploy its exchange stabilization fund to buy another nation's currency. It's called a swap line. Maintains order in the dollar funding markets and prevents the sale of U.S. assets in a disorderly way.
Look this up too. France pulled all their gold. They sold all their gold that was stored in Fort Knox, and they bought it elsewhere.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So all the money they were keeping.
They also fired the Navy admiral today.
That was the shitty guy that gave him $12 million for his fund. The guy. Remember when this guy got appointed? We were all pissed because the guy didn't know shit about the military, and they got rid of him now.
Well, that's kind of like all of them.
Right. True. It is. People say it's a clown car. It's a clown bus. It's almost like a tram that you'd go on a tour full of dipshits and criminals. And I think Stephen Miller's running things. Yes, because Trump can't do it.
France has pulled $15 billion out of gold out of U.S. vaults, and more EU member states look like they're going to do the same thing.
Oh man, here's what people don't get.
Since mid-25, that would be
when this dipshit became president.
France's central bank has sold 129 tons of gold it had stored in New York, replaced it with newer, higher quality bullion held in Paris. Yep.
So do you know what this means when they start doing this?
What?
So when big countries,
they pulled all their gold out of the U.S. Federal Reserve.
Doesn't that scare the shit out of you?
It do.
Yeah. So if all these countries do this, he's pissed off all our allies, including Canada. Hard to piss off Canadians. If they pull all their money out of our country, we collapse. Then the EU, I think.
Plus, don't we owe a lot of money?
I think, 38 trillion. Did you know that this president, who's only been president for 5 years total, has created 25% of our debt? 25% of the $40 trillion we own. 25%. Wow. That's fucking insane, isn't it?
That is, yes.
Yeah, one guy.
As of April.
But he was so good with the casinos he bankrupted and stuff too, so it's kind of shocking.
The total U.S. national debt has surpassed $39 trillion. This represents a rapid increase over the past year. That debt is more than $114,000 per U.S. resident.
So everybody owes. Who do we owe this money to? What I don't quite understand. Who do we write the check to? Who do we write the $114,000 that every man, woman, and child in America owes to pay off our debt?
Well, publicly held debt, $31.34 trillion. 80% of it is held by investors, foreign governments, and the Federal Reserve.
Oh man. So here's what people. There's a phrase. Things fail slowly and then all at once. Things start to go down and real slowly it trickles and then all at once everything goes. I'm really afraid. Here's how I know. You and I have started storing cash, but
No, we haven't.
If everybody takes all their money out of our country, and the country collapses, it doesn't matter if we plan on storing. It doesn't matter. It's all we're fucked.
Everybody, I'm rubbing my nose so much they're gonna be like, it's cocaine. It won't stop running. Everybody, when you rub your nose, I'll get emails and have for years about if you do cocaine or not. And I'm like, no, he just doesn't trim his nose hair.
Oh, you got to tell people that, though. You can tell people that I'm not.
It's cooler if you're just on cocaine.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, okay.
I mean, no, don't. No, kids, just say no. But nasal hair is not the most. It's not the coolest.
No, dare to get off drugs and dare to get a nose trimmer. I will do that.
You do need to do that.
So France has pulled their money out.
Yep.
We've got the rest of the world has now bonded together to help Ukraine because we won't. They're going to loan Ukraine $100 and something billion to help them. They're beating the shit out of Putin right now. They've been blowing up oil depots and oil storage places. We have this idiot, this moron who's running our military. I just, what is it with these people about science? Like, why does Keg's Breath want to not give our soldiers flu shots? Flu shots are important because it actually, vaccines give you the antibodies. So when you get the flu, your body's already ready to fight, and you don't get taken down to where your lungs fill with fluid and you choke to death. It starts fighting the flu. You're still going to get the flu, but it's not going to be as bad. That's what fucking vaccines do, dumb people. So I don't understand pulling the flu vaccines, flu shots. I don't get it. Does he want to kill our soldiers?
On brand, I think. They're all against any kind of mandated vaccinations, which is interesting because we have the new CDC director who is pro-vaccine. So nothing they do aligns or makes sense ever.
No. It's a tour tram full of clowns. It's fucking morons. And I still can't wrap my mind around RFK cutting the penis off a roadkill raccoon and taking it with his kids. It was in a book.
I know, but it was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
He's not penis cutting now.
Oh, so it's okay now.
He got better.
I don't think he got better. This might have been around the time the bear in Central Park thing. Like, and Kash Patel is suing the Atlantic for $250 million because they said he was drunk on the job. And so now what's going to have to happen is, because it's a civil case, they're going to bring all the witnesses that they interviewed. Correct. And they get
Don't we have a lot of recent videos and pictures of him shit-faced
with the hockey team? Yeah.
No, was it? No, I thought like random ones too. People are saying that he's drunk on the job.
No, I don't know if here's the problem with AI. AI is so good now that you can't tell. I saw a picture of two agents kind of walking him, holding him up, but I go, this has to be AI. There's no way anybody would let this out.
They're supposed to tell you if it is, but I don't believe that they always do.
So let's talk about survival. Let's talk about, go ahead. Tell you if you can find any pictures of him drunk.
Well,
the way his eyes are, he's either drunk or on meth with his eyes like that.
I just thought it was interesting. One of his eyes is on vacation at all times.
It's going on a walkabout.
A walkabout.
his left eye goes on a walkabout.
So he sued the Atlantic. They said that he was drunk all the time.
Mm-hmm. Where they had to breach
that he has drinking issues.
And they had to breach the door to his office.
He called it a defamatory hit piece. This is actually on Fox News, but they said that his lawsuit has backfired big time. And by filing the lawsuit, Fox said he's now broadcasting his issues with drinking to the world. So now
they get to bring it all up.
We all know.
Now they get witnesses. Then they get Discovery. And then they get people that come in and say whatever they got to say. He's a podcaster. We have a podcaster running the FBI, people. Podcaster running the FBI.
I'm surprised he's still there.
There's
I
a
thought that one would be
There's a
gone by now.
podcaster running the FBI. Podcaster. Doesn't have any law enforcement experience. Keg's breath was at least in the military for a minute. He got kicked out, had to leave. But so survival. This doesn't seem like it's getting better. The Avengers aren't coming. I've said that before, right? So when it collapses, and it seems like it's going to because nothing's changing. Although I will say that the Democrats, I watched AOC scream at RFK. It was pretty cool. Crazy Eyes Cortez. I think she's awesome. She's
not crazy eyes. She's a badass.
That's what I mean in a good way. No, I'm saying it like a superhero.
Oh, wait, I just became crazy eyes. Ray.
Crazy eyes.
You can't call people crazy eyes. Of course, with you, that's the least of our worries.
What do you think we do with this?
With what?
What do you think? Okay, so looks like economic collapse is coming because we lost 214,000 people signed up for unemployment benefits last month. They said the report was like, it's not as bad as that seems. So it's obviously the media. I would say our media seems to be co-opted to a degree because I can't believe no one's screaming all the stuff that we scream on this thing. We've got our allies pulling their money out of our country, which is not good news. That means they don't have any faith in us. We've lost our reputation worldwide.
Stopped sharing intelligence with us.
Yeah. Well, because we're obviously not using it when we get it.
We were sharing it with Ukraine. I mean, Russia against Ukraine.
Yeah. So so they sent us. So you guys may not know this because again, it's not covered. Have you noticed that Rachel Maddow has even backed off a bit?
Because I haven't watched her
this week. I'm getting tired of watching it. You guys got to be tired of listening to it. I'm tired.
I think we're all overwhelmed and don't know what to do, and so we're starting to do small things like stock outdoor pantries, read about survivalism,
buy some more weapons,
buying weapons, getting cash.
Stocking up on razor blades,
firearms training with my brother all week.
Yeah, figuring out where to get water when the water system goes down.
Right.
Being very happy we have solar until someone takes it from us. And back to the weapons.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because I think we said this last week, but it's Bill Burr's bit about you're only
stocking up for the guy with bigger guns than you.
Yeah, the guy on your street with the most weapons. So do both. And learn to use that weapon. Don't just leave it locked somewhere and hope it all works out.
I'm glad he's here helping us talking this through because I already feel better with it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? I want to talk about two things that are bothering me.
I do want to tell you really quickly that analysts are not believing that an economic collapse is going to happen as of right now.
Right. Let's go back to 1929
for 2026. Concerns are high. Roughly 65% of Americans believe a recession is likely, but many economists still project moderate, albeit fragile growth. So, moderate, albeit fragile, is not the most.
I would ask you to look something up. What did the newspapers and people say in 1929? What did they say? What did they say about was there an economic collapse coming? Did anyone predict the 1929 crash?
Wow, my computer finished that. I said, "Did people?" and it put, "No, the Great Depression was coming."
Do you know why? Because it's listening. And right now, and Mark Zuckerberg's watching.
Some people did predict a major economic downturn before the crash. Roger Babson was the most famous for warning of a crash on September 5th, 1929.
Well, that was close.
Yeah. Many economists, including Irving Fisher, believed stock prices had reached a permanently high plateau. And then several other economists foresaw instability due to Federal Reserve policies and mismanagement of the gold standard.
So good. So our gold's
disappearing. So multiple people did predict it.
Yeah, but that sounds like 5. Everybody else was fine. Good times are here again. It's like so. we have now lost, now since the head of our country is such a psychopath, grifting like crazy, like he's just looting the country.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars. Jared Kushner, who's not in our government, is negotiating with the country that Trump started a war with. I don't quite understand that.
Don't either. While also soliciting money from Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah, but also saying we're going to do a currency swap. For what reason exactly? It feels like it's a great way to ship a bunch of money and I'm sure they don't have any extradition treaties over there. So guess who leaves when he's out of office? And guess where he goes?
Middle East.
Yeah.
As of this month, many economists are predicting an elevated but not certain risk of a 2026 recession. I looked up specific economists. Probability estimates are usually around 40 to 50%, which are up. Yes.
And last week we talked about the doomsday clock got moved to 85 seconds.
Moody's Analytic, great. How many?
85 seconds. It's a minute and 15 seconds.
Wow. Moody's Analytics and Wall Street firms have raised their 12-month recession risk estimates significantly due to elevated energy prices and geopolitical volatility.
So I like when they use language like that.
There's a stagflation threat.
Why don't we just talk about there's a fucking moron ruining the world? Why don't they just say that?
Stagflation is where a recession coincides with high inflation. This is considered the worst of both worlds.
We had it in the 70s.
Yeah.
My dad when he bought that house, he paid 15% or 17% interest. Like people forget that interest rates used to be really high. Like 5% is normal. But we got it down due to 9/11 and everything down to zero. And, the rate you got on the house is crazy. People forget where we are. All right. I'm tired of talking. I hear myself. I'm boring myself at this point. I want to talk about this new subscription thing everybody wants. So I bought these Hume, Hume, these scales. I think that's it. You saw them at the house, right? And they got a thing you hold your hands and it'll read your body fat and everything like that. And it'll give you all this information. And they weren't exactly cheap. They weren't crazy expensive, but they weren't cheap. Right. So I get the things, I set them up, want to use them. And all of a sudden it goes, put the app on your phone. Cool. I got the app on my phone. My app's connected to it because we're all connected to an app. Everything's got an app. My toothbrush has an app. I have an app for some shit I don't even know. Like everything has an app now. So
even like,
I try to weigh myself.
Your eye mask.
Yeah, I'm asking. I have to weigh myself, and it says I need to pay. I've already bought the damn scale. I have to pay for a subscription to the scale, so I now have to pay a yearly fee, which I'm not doing, for the scale to tell me that I'm fatter than I want to be. I know that. I
don't want to pay for iCloud storage.
Right.
That is a battle I am losing.
But everything has, like, Pencil has an app, so you have to pay for subscription. Your car, Tesla wants to actually make everybody pay for full self-driving. I already bought the fucking car.
Yeah,
I don't drive a Tesla anymore. But I bought the fucking car. And they were talking about BMW wants going to charge it. I read this. So for your seat heaters to work,
what
you have to pay a subscription. Yeah, because they can control it all now through Wi-Fi. So instead of just buying the car with all the options you want,
I'm sorry,
all the cars have the options, and you decide whether you. So
I paid for TuneIn Plus, and today my Rivian would not let me use it because my Connect Plus through Rivian free trial has expired. But I paid for TuneIn Plus. They won't let me use.
You bought the car. The car's not a cheap car. That's an expensive car. So now Rivian has shut down your stereo.
Yeah.
Even though you bought the car.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
My car broke by the that Dodge Charger that I bought that I've been just bragging about.
Oh God, this is so sad. He had another Dodge brick.
Can I just say that Dodge and Ram and whoever bought Dodge, Stellantis, this company called Stellantis, which sounds like it's that weird corporate bullshit company, bought this company. And now I've had Dodge Rams since you've known me. I've loved them. I had
You
Challengers.
just get a new one. Yep.
I've had Chargers.
Yep.
I've loved them.
Yep.
The new electric comes out, the Daytona.
Yep.
It's got the wing. It's so cool.
You love that
It's a
car.
2-door coupe. It's like, oh, my dad would have loved this car.
Yeah.
And I love the car. It's big. I drive to a store. I get back in the car. I get in the car, go to shift it, and everything just stops. And then everything lights up. Traction control, a fault, transmission fault. Everything's gonna beep it and go. And I'm like, what the fuck? The car locked itself. It just bricked. The car turned into a brick.
Yep.
Had to have it towed. It's at the dealership now. I called the dealership today. I text him. I go, what's going on? He goes, oh, well, all the modules have to communicate with each other, and it takes a while. Does it? Are they homing pigeon? How are they communicating? How are the modules?
Didn't want to make that happen.
Yeah, maybe the guys who built the car should make them so they connect. So I've now been fucked over twice by Dodge.
Big time.
I got my truck was down for a month. The motor locked, hydro locked. And now my Charger's done. I think I'm done with Dodge. I think I'm done with Dodge.
You done fucked up.
I think I'm done with Dodge. I'm done with Dodge. I mean, I'll get my car back, and I'm. You know what bothers me the most? It's not hard. There's other companies that build good cars,
Right.
and if you look at what's going on in the world, I follow it pretty closely. The Chinese companies are kicking our ass.
Like Neo is a really good
Neo's
one,
a great
right?
one, BYD, but they're kicking our ass technology. They have a car, Ray, that the suspension reads in 900ths of a microsecond. So when it's going over something, instead of the car going bump, the wheel goes up. It does this,
Oh, wow.
so the car stays totally perfect.
So the car doesn't move.
Car doesn't move at all. Dead. Like they
this-
should have gone upstairs. It went upstairs, and it
And
just
the car just
dead.
stayed.
The wheels doing this. Yeah, and then not even
Wow.
rocking at all. They're ahead of us in connectivity. They're in comfort. There's the seats, and you just go and China's a communist country, and Xi is let's say is an authoritarian dictator. However, for some reason, they seem to we don't have. If you talk about America, we don't have high speed rail, which we need. They have trains that'll go 600 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
Okay, so they have high speed rail at Japan too.
Mhm.
Everybody tells me I should go to Japan because we are.
Yeah, I was just telling you.
Yeah, we are living in the past. We are.
It's shocking when you go there.
We are the cotton gin of countries
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
We are not. Our technology is so far back. We can't fill a pothole, let alone build a train. Isn't that whole thing between? That was the dumbest thing. Sacramento and Fresno. They're going to build a high speed rail or bay. I remember thinking, why who's going?
Who wants to go to Fresno?
From Sacramento? I get people wanting to get out of Fresno, but I mean, but it's also, it was supposed to cost like $4 billion to build this high speed rail.
Yeah.
And so we're not ahead in technology anymore. We're behind. They just came out with a new battery. There's a new battery that came out for cars that was at the Chinese auto show, tech show. And it weighs like 2/3 less than a normal battery and has 1,000 kilometers of range, which is 600 miles. So your car will go 600 miles. And they have battery swapping stations because everybody lives in apartments there.
Right.
So you pull in, it goes, whoop, it takes the battery out,
No
puts
way.
a new one in, and it does it in like 3 minutes.
No way.
Yep. So we're getting our asses kicked, and yet we keep saying this.
We have In and Out though.
Yeah, we do have internet. Okay, so we are number one.
Yeah.
So in that, but that's the
number
only
one.
thing. But we've been doing that. USA.
Speaking of being number one, this episode brought to you
God.
by Aura frames. I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I am 100% obsessed with my Aura frame. Oh, speaking of an app, download the app. You can run everything on your digital frame from your phone from somewhere else.
So when we first got these of the Christmas season, I let me explain. In this podcast, we've done it for now almost 15 years. I want you to know that we only take products that we like and that we will use. We turn down stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we take Aura frames, and I thought, okay, it's a cool thing. It's going to just. However, since ours sits right in the living room under the television,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot tell you how many times that, oh my God, look at that! Oh,
Constantly,
and we're talking about that, and then we start talking about that
and we
day
have
that
people
happened,
over that are like, "Oh my God!" and they see themselves
Yeah.
going by,
and then Chaplin passing. We have so many of Chaplin. We're like, oh my God, remember that day? And it it's helping me with my early onset dementia because I'm remembering life.
solve the problem of I have 10,000 photos in my phone
Right.
that I never see again.
Right. And yeah.
And
You have to search for them forever if you are looking for something.
yeah, and it has free unlimited storage. You can preload photos before it ships. That's what I love.
Yeah.
So
So as a gift.
Mother's Day. You guys,
Brilliant.
this is the best Mother's Day gift ever. You can actually preload it with photos of you and
The
her
whole family.
If you have her grandkids, pictures of your family, your kids, your childhood,
What a brilliant idea.
it's
So you order the frame.
videos too.
You preload everything. It'll play videos.
Mhm.
And then mom opens it and it plays her life.
You can personalize. You can add a
Oh,
personal
still-
message.
you get to
to
watch
her,
mom
and
cry.
the gift box is included.
This is brilliant.
And you can change the photos and videos. Whomever has the invitation link can do that from anywhere in the world at any time. So, and I was here last week and my niece sent me a picture of her with my nephew that I loved. And I just hit share to, and I clicked on Aura Frame. And now that picture goes by. It's like we are living in the future, and it boggles my mind.
But also be very.
I gave these as gifts for Christmas. I gave Shauna one. I love this gift. It's one of those things that
Every day we use it.
Every day.
Yep.
And I preloaded when Chappie got sick a bunch of pictures and video of him, and it's helping us now to see him constantly, and it's happy.
Yes.
Right. This was actually named #1 by Wirecutter. You can save on the gift moms love. Go to auraframes.com for a limited time. Listeners get $25 off the best-selling Carver matte frame. That's the one that we have. It's like about this big. You use promo code Titus. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code Titus. And then support the show by mentioning that you heard about them from us at the end. Terms and conditions apply. You guys cannot go wrong with this gift. It's a gift that she'll love when she opens it. And then within a week, she's going to call you and be like, this is the coolest freaking thing.
But also
ever.
you can make mom cry literally when she opens a gift.
Mhm.
She doesn't have to set it up. If you can preset it up.
Yep.
Because, old people in technology.
Old people in technology. Old people always having their flashlights on their phone.
Yeah, that's true.
I always call him grandma.
Okay, so guys, let's talk about because nothing's changing. It's getting worse every day. Let's talk about urban survival. I'm going to do some urban survival tips. You okay with this?
Like in general, because I had for today, if an EMP goes off,
let's go.
way
Let's
to communicate.
Hey, you just yell.
Well, that works in some cases.
Whistle, get a whistle.
Harmonicas.
I think we should all communicate with harmonicas.
I think we should not. There's no worse sound than a harmonica, except when Bruce Springsteen does it. And we're back to Bruce Springsteen.
It all comes back to Bruce.
Can go ahead and get a Harden emergency radio that uses AM, FM, NOAA. It's protected.
It's like a ham radio?
Get one that's protected in a Faraday cage. You can receive updates about what's going on because you will need that.
What if we could build a Faraday cage? I bet you we can.
Get a ham radio. It's a high frequency radio, particularly one with an NBIS antenna. Those are the best for long distance communication. You can get like 50 to 60 kilometers with that.
What kind of radio?
Ham, high frequency HF radio.
Mm-hmm.
There's handheld GMRS. This does require a license, or an FRS, which does not require a license. Those are walkie-talkies. Great for short-range communication, typically half a mile to 10 miles, depending on the quality of the one you get.
So emergency walkie-talkies. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
So that would be like for your group. If you separate, like temporarily to stay in communication with your group.
Or you got to send out.
Because your
send an appointment.
cell phone is not going to work, guys.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. EMP is going to in every like every car. Of course, the Dodge is bricking anyway. It's almost like the Dodge kind of has its own EMP that just shuts it down. If the EMP hits, everything goes. Everything goes.
Yeah.
Everything electronic goes. Done.
Right. Correct.
And it can't come back. It's dead.
Right.
Okay. So.
So also analog CB radio.
Break. I had those when I was growing up.
Useful for short to medium range communication. Don't require a license. Often used by preppers. There we go. For local off-grid communication.
I should get a CV radio. What is your handle going to be? Psychospice?
No.
What?
Bootsy.
Melonhead. I'm going with Melonhead.
Bootsy to Melonhead. Bootsy to Melonhead.
Yeah, Melonhead. Come on back. How you doing, Bootsy? I've been seeing that sexy thing on the.
My mom had one of those.
My dad
and
too.
when she would travel for fun, she'd get on and talk. She was Big Red.
Dad was. I don't know if.
I'm guessing we can't say his handle.
No, it's probably
on this show.
It's Big Dong.
Also, analog signaling. These are non-electronic tools like whistles, audible from hundreds of yards, or signal mirrors to alert your neighbors or your rescuers.
So this is all down the road stuff. I'm talking about like when the shit goes down. So when the shit goes down,
you better be ready.
Okay,
when the shit goes down.
There you go. Thanks. I thought you have a song.
That's Cypress Hill.
I know, but you had a song.
Top apps for post-EMP communication, but you need to have downloaded them now before this happens.
So we should get a
Bridgefly.
We should also get a book, right? We should get an urban survival book.
And sure.
Right?
Yeah, and it should not be on an iPad.
No.
Bridgefly, used for offline messages. It uses Bluetooth to connect to other users nearby and does not use internet or cellular data. So you can download Bridgefly. Also, I've heard good things about Bridgefly. Signal. It's the only way my brother will talk to me.
Right. But
except when he's here in
cell
person.
phones don't work, I think you said.
It uses end-to-end encryption and works efficiently on low bandwidth networks. That's great for when cellular capacity is diminished.
Right.
RDAP Pro, specifically designed for disasters, allows for rapid status updates and community communication, and it aids in emergency response.
Okay, stop reading. Stop. Here's why.
These are apps that people should download now, though.
Okay, we should make a list. Do you think it's going to happen though? Here's
yes.
As we talk about this, I start to feel crazy. Yeah. Like, oh, come on, man. There's no way this is going to happen.
Also, you would want to have.
Here's a book called The Ultimate Guide.
A Faraday bag to protect your devices during an EMP, and make sure you have solar or hand crank charging methods.
The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding Civilization. This book. Let's get some reviews on it. It's got a 4.9 out of 5, almost 1,000 reviews.
Okay.
I've had this. This guy says I had it on my coffee table for a week, and he goes, it sparked so many conversations. Yeah. Is that what you're using it for? It's a survival book. It's not a coffee table book, bro.
Yeah.
Book is absolutely stunning and packed with so much cool stuff. Book has been sitting on my coffee table a month. I can't stop picking it up. You've been doing it. So
I know, but I
enunciate. I am ordering this book.
What's it called?
It's called The Book.
It's called The
Book?
Book?
Look it up, The Book. Because you speak
serious?
Clearly. Yeah, it's called The Book.
Oh, okay.
Look it up,
Interesting.
Survival. And it's how to rebuild civilization. It's like, it takes it all the way down to like farming and organizing a government and rebuilding stuff. Pull it up. Look at it. It's pretty cool.
The Book. Okay.
Book Survival. See it?
Okay. The Book of Survival.
Black and white.
Kind of cool looking.
Yep.
Or satanic, depending on how you.
Oh, it's all. Listen, I think we're in the satanic time now. Don't you?
Oh, I definitely do.
Everybody's nuts. Everybody's mean. Okay. I am noticing some people going the other way and being extra nice. Like I've been trying to be extra nice, like in public and stuff to people.
Yeah. I
have, because it's not, first of all, me getting angry doesn't help.
Right.
But I think if this guy is the evil virus that's spreading across the world,
he's evil something.
We can be the vaccination.
Okay.
And they don't believe in vaccinations anyway, so we can get inside.
Okay. If we get hit with a nuclear explosion,
right?
Nuclear
airburst. EMP?
Get inside fast. This is your first 24 hours. You have 10 to 15 minutes to find shelter before fallout descends.
If you didn't get vaporized.
Basement.
Well, hold on. If you didn't get vaporized.
Right. Go to the basement of a concrete building in the center. Do not stay in a car. If you are outside, remove your outer layer of clothing before entering the shelter area. That helps to decontaminate and remove radioactive material.
So we're naked in a brick room right now.
Strangers.
We're naked in a brick room in the middle of the house.
Clean your skin with soap and water to wash off fallout. If there's no water, use some sort of wipe.
But don't use conditioner. Someone said that conditioner.
That is exactly what it says.
Yeah, why
How'd you
though?
know that?
I read this. Because I've been watching the news too much, and I'm starting to notice a lot of shit going sideways.
What kind of news are you watching?
Just the news. You just haven't been.
Use conditioner. It binds radioactive particles.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Seal windows, doors, and vents with plastic sheeting and duct tape. Mm-hmm.
That's if you survive, and then you have to wait. And they said the fallout stops. It's only like 48 hours, right? It's not forever.
72 hours. Stay inside.
Okay, so 3 days. So 3 days. You got to let for the radioactive fallout to happen. Mm-hmm. Also, if you're within any kind of range of the blast, get behind something and lay down, so the blast wave goes over you. Mm-hmm. Try whatever you're laying behind. Make sure it's not something that could be pushed into you to crush you like a wall or something. I mean,
also your prepping garden is going to be tanked after that.
I didn't even think about that.
Don't eat food from local gardens.
So that's why we need a greenhouse in the house.
Shit! Now we need a greenhouse.
We need a room in the house that we grow food. It's, you know what? I don't want to survive. It seems like it's going to be hard.
Awful.
Seems like it's going to be hard.
Naked with strangers
in a brick room and
cleaning with wipies.
Yeah, and a table with some carrots on it, growing in a.
You're going to need to be strong. This episode brought to you by Fitbod. Okay, that way you can run away from.
There you go.
The blast.
Can I tell a story about Fitbod? I was really thankful for Fitbod this week.
So many stories about Fitbod.
Well, first of all, it is changed. I changed up my program again because I kind of hit a plateau, and I changed up. I went to the settings and I changed all the settings again, and I started putting muscle on again. However, this last week I was on the phone talking to Zach Ward, and I was coming down the stairs here at the studio. And I did that thing where I wasn't at the bottom step, but I thought I was.
Oh,
so I was two steps up. I was 2 steps up, and I stepped off and I fell. And I thought, oh God, this is going to hurt. And it didn't at all. It's because I have enough muscle on me now. I have a little extra padding. I have my little stunt suit on that's made out of muscle from my own body.
And
thanks to Fitbod. Stretching.
Built even your little stabilizing muscles, fast twitch muscles, slow twitch.
And I also started.
So it's an app, a fitness app.
It's a great fitness app, actually.
Help designed by personal trainers, so people who know what they're talking about. You don't have to leave your house, or you can use it at the gym. You do both. You'd use it in hotel rooms. You use it in our workout room. You use it in fitness centers on the road, here at the studio. If you don't know an exercise, you can click on a demonstration video. And you can start from zero.
So it didn't have martial arts in it, right? Like so I added, it said add an exercise.
Oh.
So I went and described what body parts it works. And now I can hit instead of jumping rope or whatever, I do rounds on my martial art rounds, and and it times it out for me, and it's figured out the calories it burns.
Oh, that's wicked.
So I added my own exercise that fits what I like to do.
And you don't have to have equipment.
No.
You just tell it what you have. Tell it what your goals are. It uses AI and it builds on what you did the last workout.
Or you click the body weight thing, body weight only, and then it kills you.
Get your ass kicked.
And then beats the shit out.
Jet agreed with that. He was like, I can't move today. Holy crap. I think this has been like a total game changer for you.
Well, have you noticed it though?
It's the first time you ask me that every time.
I know, but I like to hear it though.
It's the first time you stayed consistent with working out
4 to 5 times a week. Yep.
I've never seen you do that. You know, you would come and go, you'd get bored, or you'd go to running all the time.
Right.
or you'd go join a different gym, or you'd personal train. It was like nothing ever really kept you interested.
Here's what Fitbod changed. Fitbod made it so at any time I have my workout in my phone all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have to get ready, and then I don't have to drive to the gym, and then I don't have to find parking, and then I have to deal with all the dickheads at the gym. I'm like, hey, dude, thanks for sliming the fucking bench.
But you can if that's what you like to do.
Yeah, if you like to do that, still fine. But you don't need to anymore. So what we did is we built a little gym at our house. And so what would cost for a year at a gym membership, we have a little gym, a little area at our house that we have it. And I have Fitbod, and I get a hard workout. And I don't have to think about it. I get to check everything off as I go. It feels like I'm progressing. Sometimes Fitbod, because, by the way, you can curl 50s. And I'm like, Fitbod, have you met me? And then I go, hey, Fitbod, you do.
But Fitbod's like, I believe in you. And Fitbod's always right, by the way.
Yes.
Level up your workout like Christopher Titus did. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. It's different for all of us based on exactly what you want and what equipment you have. Get 25% off your subscription, or you can just try the app for free for 7 days at fitbod.me/Titus. That's fitbod.me/Titus. It's insanely affordable. And it will change your body.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever, I use it almost every day. I've never had an app on my phone that I used almost every day.
It gives you like goals and milestones, and it adds up all your minutes working out, and how much weight you've lifted.
It'll add up all the weight.
And it's like, it'll whistle at you sometimes, like, and I always know that's the sound of Fitbod. It's like, hey, buddy, you haven't done your workout today. So it makes you accountable, and that's why I think
always
you
do
stuck
this thing
with it.
I do this thing where I'm like, I'll look up tomorrow's workout, like because I'm like, oh,
so that you can start dreading it now.
Exactly it.
I do that too.
So today, so it gives you a list. So today is I've got it set right now, kind of full body, because what I was doing, I was going like upper body. I was just working the same muscle groups, and it got boring. So I got chest, glutes, calves, abs, and quads today. And it gave me, push-ups, it gave me 60.
You do a lot of push-ups and a lot of burpees now because Fitbod knows your 2-year history, and it's like, yeah, you can do these. And you do. It's pretty crazy. Former Trump advisor Carter Page is just the latest guy to get a very lucrative Justice Department payout. He was part of Trump's 2016 campaign team. He's, I don't know, the DOJ is really paying out to Trump and a lot of people. They all filed civil lawsuits.
It's funny that the people that deny slavery reparations are getting reparations.
Ashley Babbitt's family just got $5 million in our taxpayer money last year.
The girl who was told to don't go through that window, she was going to
breach the Capitol. That's correct. Michael Flynn was recently awarded $1.25 million.
Michael Flynn, the guy who was actually got convicted.
And originally pled guilty.
Wow.
Mark Houck, a longtime anti-abortion activist, just got $1.1 million. Donald Trump is in settlement talks in his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. And now Carter Page has gotten $1.25 million.
All he's doing is buying them off, because what he's doing is he knows when this is over, if he's still alive, the Democrats are going to go after him hard. And all these guys aren't going to say a word about it because they can call all these guys as witnesses. So they've been paid off. I heard
midterms, people, please make sure you're registered, please.
And could we actually talk about
California? If he gets rid of mail-in, go to your polling. Get everyone else you know to go, please.
If he gets rid of mail-in, they're going to run their machines. We already had an Election Truth Alliance.
I know, but if it's overwhelming, it has to be
Orban.
Viktor Orban
got taken out.
I mean, it needs to be overwhelming. Please. Laura Loomer, however, just lost her defamation lawsuit against Bill Maher and HBO, so that wouldn't have been a DOJ payout. But she lost it because she says Bill Maher accused her of having committed adultery with Donald Trump.
Why is this getting approved? Is it just Trump approving it? Or is he just telling everybody to pay these guys?
I'm sure.
That's our tax money. This motherfucker thinks that it's his money. It's not your money, dick. It's our money. and you're just spending it like crazy. Like 1.2 billion dollars for the Board of Peace is crazy, and he's just looting our government.
What about his ballroom? He is refusing to reveal all of the donors that are funding it.
Why? That doesn't make no sense.
We know Amazon, Google, Comcast. They're not giving money directly to the federal government. They're contributing to the Trust for the National Mall, which is a nonprofit group. A Freedom of Information Act request has been filed. They still didn't say the names of the donors. So there's money coming in to a fund for a ballroom that he says will be $400 million.
You know, he just took that, like you can't even imagine the shit this guy just did. He just destroyed the White House.
Without congressional approval.
Any approval.
And put us in war without congressional approval.
And yet we're letting him do it because he's writing everybody else checks too. I don't understand the Republicans. They're going to get their ass handed to them. I'm sure he's telling them, we're just going to do what we did with the last election.
Since returning to office in 25, his estimated increase in net worth has been estimated to be between $3 to $4 billion in a year.
And
that's not including his son becoming a billionaire.
Wait.
His both other sons and his daughter.
Yeah, Barron's like 21, 22, right?
Kushner getting $6 billion now from the Saudis.
So Trump decided this term he was going to loot the government.
Yes.
And he has gotten kickbacks from every country. He's gotten kickbacks from
a plane.
He got a plane from Qatar. Kushner's getting billions from Saudi for the investment fund.
Mm-hmm. And that has never made a return.
And now, he's got $170 million in fees though.
Yes.
And then we're going to do a currency swap with the UAE. Mm-hmm. We're going to give them American money and they're going to give us their money. I don't quite understand what
we're going to buy their money.
I'm not going to say, let's just say that you were working undercover for a foreign government. This is exactly what you would do to fuck up a country. You mess with their currency. You would actually kill all the allies. That's what he's done. All the allies are gone now. He's telling everybody
pull us out of NATO.
Pull us out of NATO. That's what you would do. They would do. You'd start a war for Israel because basically that's what Netanyahu's been trying to get everybody. He tried to get Obama. Yep. He tried to get Biden. He tried to get everybody to start this war. So Trump finally does it. So now we're in trouble. You would actually not help Ukraine, because that would be the country you're working for. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying it's Russia, boy, but I'll tell you what, if you couldn't plan it better to be working for another country, we are I actually thought about Canadian citizenship today. I was like, we could go to Canada.
I liked Canada.
Did you like it?
I spent quite a bit of time there.
Yeah.
Every year. And I usually would spend the whole summer there and then, almost a month during Christmas time. And I really enjoyed it.
How many years did you do that?
3 or 4.
Wow.
That was Toronto, but I got to travel around a lot because I was dating a psychotic baseball player and that's not alleged. And I did a joke about him in my first special that he had a 380 batting average on the field and a 980 on my windshield.
Such a dark joke.
Is it?
I'm proud of it.
Thank you.
Well, of course, any woman who's ever dated a man gets that joke.
He had a great life mantra. If you love something, set it on fire. And he inspired me to take Xanax.
Yeah.
Because Xanax is just asshole whiteout. I can't believe I remember those jokes.
I could not.
He inspired all of those. They're actually going to have what was my point? My point being, he had to travel because he played farm league baseball. And so we went all over the place and I got to see, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to live. And their beer is very high in alcohol. I loved that because I was in college and whenever
you get to a place you like, it eventually comes around to alcohol.
Yep.
You do know that,
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We'll deal with it someday.
Yeah.
Can a mentalist trick Trump? They are going to have a mentalist headline the White House Correspondents' Dinner instead of a comedian because he's not into humor, I guess.
Wait a minute. So they've turned
He does not want to be roasted.
Correspondence dinner into a middle act. They're bringing in a middle act from a funny bone?
Yep. His name is Oz Perlman. I've never heard of him, so no shade on him. I've never heard of him. He does mind reading and pen guessing tricks that have made him, I guess, popular on social media. He's done late night shows. The quote is, it could have been puppets. It could have been worse.
The puppets probably
Jeff
said,
Dunham.
The puppets said no.
Jeff Dunham said yes, but Peanut said no. As the world's most celebrated mentalist, Oz Perlman will offer a fascinating glimpse into what's truly on the minds of Washington's newsmakers. That's the direct.
This sounds like it's going to go really,
This
hard.
announcement, the quote, it says it's teasing an exciting, fresh, and interactive evening. It says he's been entertaining for over 20 years.
Can I talk about something?
Oh, but he did magic before that.
Can I talk? Oh, wow. Can I talk about our podcast? I'm getting to a point now, and this is being honest with everybody listening and watching. I am so tired of talking about this guy.
Well, I'm not. That's why I'm talking about other stuff.
No, we're talking about that, but I'm talking like I'm noticing that it's just fuck up after fuck up, and it's not getting better. And this thing with this, that China's going to get involved in this Iran thing. China's going to, because they get a lot of the oil from there. I love that. I did that Armageddon last night. I go, so Iran said, we're going to block the Strait of Hormuz. And we went, because we want it open. And he said, if you're blocking it, we're blocking it. What? But
also it was open. And so when he keeps announcing, I'm going to open it, I'm responsible for getting that done. And I'm like, brother, it was open before you got involved.
It was open. And by the way, so the Obama deal, because people keep forgetting this. He keeps saying they were weeks away from getting a nuke. They were weeks away. First of all, there was no one in intelligence that they were years away from making a nuclear weapon. Their enrichment was at 60%. They had to be 90 to make a weapon. They from what everybody says, all the insight we had, that it was years, Okay. So that being said,
including his people,
including our PA currently that are in the Trump administration. Here's the problem: we had a deal. Do you know how long the Obama deal was for? Now they couldn't enrich uranium. Guess how far they could enrich it?
How far?
3%. 3.67%. That's the most they could do. You could use it for that's it. And it wasn't 60%.
Right.
So Trump comes in after Obama. Now this deal was intense. Because it didn't, he said he just gave him everything. He didn't actually. They still had human rights sanctions on them.
Yeah.
They still had, for oil. They had two other versions of sanctions on them. Missile sanctions. They had missile sanctions and they had human rights sanctions. So that didn't get changed. He didn't give them anything. This thing said was, for 15 years, you cannot enrich uranium. And this is in 2015. Yeah. So that means they couldn't enrich, there would have been no weapons, nothing, all the way to 2030.
Okay.
So it's 4 or 5 years from now. So at that point, Trump could have done this. Instead of tearing up the deal because the black guy did it, which is what he did. And it was a good deal, by the way, because we had inspectors going in and checking the centrifuges.
Yeah, we had bipartisan support.
Bipartisan support. It was voted in by everybody, and we had inspectors going in and checking it, and they were complying. Now, I'm sure it's Iran. I'm sure they're doing some crazy shit somewhere else, but at least we could see what was going on. Also, the Strait of Hormuz was not closed. What he did with the Strait of Hormuz. Let me finish. Sorry. My brain starts to go different places.
Well, I'm confused because you said I'm sick of talking about this guy, and I was trying to get off of this guy, and you started talking about this guy.
But I think I'm not talking about anything. I want to talk about what we had. We had a 15-year deal that Iran was not going to make nukes. They can only enrich up to 3.67%. For that, we were going to release some of their funds, which we did. It was their money anyway.
Yep.
And he was going to give them all that money. Well, Trump's going to give them $20 billion.
Yeah.
Obama gave him $400 million. something like that, or $4 billion or something like that. So Trump's giving him more money.
Okay.
All right. This deal, tearing this deal up, what he could have done is waited for 2 more years and said, hey, your deal is up in 2 years. We need to renegotiate this. And then if they said, no, fuck you, we're gonna enrich, then you could attack them. Or then you could, but instead he tore up Obama's deal, which was a good deal, which everybody says was a good deal.
Because it was Obama's.
Because it was Obama's. Even Brennan said, we had them. They were just going to do what they were going to do till 2030. Right. No. So this war that Trump has started didn't have to happen at all if he'd have just let the fucking other president do his deal.
Right.
And then he could have re-upped the deal and taken all the credit for it, but he didn't.
Right.
I can't. We have an egomaniacal, psychopathic narcissist running our country right now. And honestly, I talked to Nils this week. Name drop because he's touring with he's one of the lead guitarists for the East Seat brand, and he was saying that it's like Springsteen's going through a lot of stuff, but Springsteen even knows that the only way this gets solved is to do something. And I love that he said, Bruce is saying it every night. He goes, I sing. Whatever you do that to fight this. You know, I do comedy, doomed to repeat. There's a couple bits in it that's the fight. You got to fight it. So whatever you guys do, fight it, because it's not going to stop. Like, I'm really getting that there's going to be something big happen. We're all going to get pissed. Something's going to shut down like COVID did. He's already fucked it up once, where the whole country shut down. That's going to happen again. I'm guessing, and just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I don't think CB radios is the key, though.
I think being prepared and having a really cute handle is very important.
Bootsy. Do. I have a cute handle.
Interesting that a COVID-19 vaccine was actually made available to all of us last year. According to heavy research from the CDC, it made a significant difference in helping people avoid serious illness with the virus.
I'm going to go get another COVID shot. And you know.
Trump administration's political appointees at the CDC did not want us to know about that, and they buried it.
So there's a new COVID vaccine out.
Come out that we learned a couple of weeks ago the findings about the efficacy of the COVID vaccine were supposed to be published in mid-March, but the director of the NIH, who is also, until now, was the acting CDC director, delayed the release. 2 weeks later, that delay is now over because the CDC is not formally releasing those findings at all.
So we basically got a guy who cuts off raccoons' penises, stopping any kind of information. We don't know what the bird flu's doing. We don't know what the real flu's doing. We used to get this flu's bad this year. How many people? We would know how many people per state got sick. COVID, if COVID blows up again, or some even worse pathogen comes along, we're fucked because these guys aren't going to tell us because it makes them look bad. Oh man. I just wish we had good people. You know, our guy, Brad Sherman in Tarzana? Mm-hmm. I've never heard about him.
Never seen him, couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
I could now because I know I looked it up, but he doesn't do anything. Although he has been behind some bills, but he's never talked. I don't know. I've never seen this guy talk.
We just got a thing yesterday, vote yes or no, on an assessment. $176 added to your tax assessment every I was going to say semester, but it's biannual. Streetlight maintenance. And I was offended because we pay so much in property taxes here. So much.
Streetlight maintenance?
That's why so many people have moved out of California. But we stay because you pay for what you get.
I'm voting no.
I voted no for us.
Thank you.
And signed it and put my name and sent it back. Like, I thought you were already maintaining those streetlights with the cajillions of dollars.
We already paying property taxes,
Yeah, you assholes. Interesting story before we go.
How come the lights in our house don't work anymore? I don't know. None of the lights in our house.
It's just going to be our house. Anyone who voted no just knows the streetlight's there, but it's just out or it flickers all night.
That's right. We have solar. We'll hook it up to that.
Obviously difficult to lose a child. In China, the South China Morning Post newspaper has just put out a story about a family that actually commissioned an AI clone of a man that was killed in a car accident so his 80-year-old mother could continue communicating with him via video. This was just made public by the developer of that digital clone.
Wow.
He used photos, videos, and audio recordings of the deceased and ended up it looks so much and sounds so much like her son. She didn't know. They didn't tell her that he died.
This is Tom Cruise shit, man. From a Tom
same
Cruise
accent,
movie.
Same distinctive speech patterns, borrowed same mannerisms. Like they said that the guy that died, he would lean forward when he would speak, lean it. This clone does that too. They said
so basically, she got a video clone of her son that she can talk to.
He was busy. He works in another city. Yeah, so he video chats her.
This is brilliant. I saw somebody, because we lost chat. Saw a couple. It was on Threads. They had their dog had passed, and they put a humidifier in the room, and they put this fan with those video fan things that spin, and they had video of it of their dog, and so the humidifier would actually give it like a screen, and you could see their puppy jumping up and down all the time, and he was like in the room with them at night.
What?
Yeah, they those you've seen those projectors that it's like these it just spins and it
What does
creates,
the humidifier have to do with it?
because it made it look three-dimensional. It wasn't just a flat picture. So guy, can we talk about one more thing before then you gotta go. We have to talk about the governor's race here in California because everybody's stupid, and Democrats, boy guys, I gotta tell you, Democrats, we you know, I don't like that. You know, that guy's wearing shoes that aren't vegan shoes, so I can't vote for him for governor.
Yeah.
Shut up. That guy's, Katie Porter, I didn't like that she got mad at one of her staff members. Well, that's not why I don't like Katie Porter.
She is being a little bit Karen-y. If we could take down the Karen just a little bit.
Here's what she did. When she started saying Adam Schiff beat her and the election was rigged, you got to go, first of all, it's California. It wasn't rigged.
Yeah.
Second of all, really, you could have just lost. You know, nothing. We've become this weenie society that if you lose, it's everybody else's fault except yours.
Yes.
When I lost my TV show, my fault. Should have shut the fuck up. My fault. And that's where we've lost, I think, our way. So we've got Becerra, right? Mm-hmm. Javier Becerra. I call him Xbox. Xbox
He needs to stop texting me. I'm not available, sir.
Wow. What's going on?
He's texting me all the time.
Asking for money, though.
As far as you know. Stop texting.
Can you look up Javier Becerra though, because I want to see what he's done, because Tom Steyer he said the other day he goes, you know, billionaire. What do you think about the billionaire tax? I don't think raising my taxes is going to help California at all. Yeah, why don't we try it?
I'm kind of tired of all of them, actually. But he's actually
really insanely qualified.
He's actually moving ahead now.
Good. But he's insanely qualified, right?
Swalwell. That
douchebag.
Unfortunate.
30 women now?
A lot of people, and a lot of people knew and buried it.
Again, the arrogant dude, you know you're being a douchebag. Did you think everybody was just going to shut up?
Yeah, that's what men think. And certainly throughout my lifetime, that's what men and women in different workplaces have done. You keep your mouth shut. You want to keep your job. You don't want to be the tattletale. You don't want to be the Karen, or you don't want to get fired. So, yeah. And, you know, boys will be boys is sort of the old mantra, right?
I threaded that. I go, if all these women just shot and killed their abusive men, would we say girls
Nope.
will be girls?
No.
We could, though. I think we should.
Although my brother did just say that they are now seeing a surge. I don't know how great of a surge, but there is a surge in his cases of female high school teachers
raping their kids,
boys, teenage boys.
Wow.
So that's interesting and disgusting. Javier.
I blame COVID.
Is it Javier or Xavier?
I don't know. Xavier. It's
Because
Xbox.
it says Xavier, but
Okay.
you called him. But I don't know. Is it
Xavier? Maybe Xavier. It's fine.
You don't even know.
Aren't they spelled the same?
No one's in. Well, there's no word as spelt either, but it's one. Well, there is spelt wheat, but yeah.
I'm an idiot.
He was the 25th United States Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Right.
He did that for 4 years under Biden.
Okay.
He was the 33rd Attorney General of California.
I just want to point something
for
out.
4 years under Jerry Brown and Gavin Newsom.
When he was under Biden, he was dealing with all the COVID shit. He did a great job. We had 260 million people got vaccinated.
So in California, though, he was under Jerry Brown and Gavin.
Okay.
As Attorney General. He was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from California.
How long did he do that?
24 years.
Whoa. Okay.
1993 to 2017.
So he knows how the government works. Very.
And in California, he was a member of the California State Assembly from the 59th District.
Okay, so we've got Steyer, who doesn't know shit about government. In fact, made all his money off of private prisons. And basically, Steyer made his money. He said, yeah, but it was 20 years ago. I've since apologized for that. But you kept the money, though, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, so Steyer is out for me. Then Swalwell out because he couldn't leave it out because he kept taking it out. And then and then Katie Porter. I think Katie Porter, I love her.
I loved her in Congress.
I did too, but the whiteboards, but her, like, she would always jam people up. I love that part of it. I would love her to be in the California government somewhere, but I think this is the guy to be governor.
He also has a BA and a JD from Stanford.
Okay, so he's smart, experienced, fair, no scandals. And he's a Californian. He's California born and raised.
He replaced Kamala as Attorney General after she went to the Senate.
She was so good as Attorney General, man.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going for Becerra. Guys, here's Democrats. Got to get it together. If we don't get it together, we're going to have Republicans in the runoff. We have this weird system where the top two guys have to face off for the governor. So if we don't get our shit together and we spread our votes between all these other people, we're done. So is it Xavier? Xbox. Go vote in Xbox. That's what I'm saying.
Also, thank you guys for the messages and DMs and stuff, emails that you've been sending about Chaplin. I read all of them, and I read your comments. I haven't been able to post about it yet. I plan on it, but I just haven't been able to yet. And
I watched her cry as she read them. Yeah.
So thank you for all of those.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
You were great. And to those of you that lose pups, man, we get it. We really get it. It's impossible. Yeah. This poor little guy, he's been just tore up.
He has been very depressed.
Let's show River. If River's watching, this is Groucho.
Oh, look at his mustaches. They're up. They're riding high. Also, Ray Bradley on Instagram, Titus Nation on Instagram.
And go to ChristopherTitus.com for all the stuff. And I just watched Racial Specials that's coming out.
Yep.
Let's get
we
ready
watched
for it.
It with my brother last night.
Coming
so
soon.
The edit's almost finished.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Scream Sanity all day long because that's the only way we stop this. Peace. Oh, for myself, Olivia Baum, Rachel Bradley. Later.
Peace out. He stole my piece.
I didn't.